Time now to touch base with the management of the company. Vinti Sarafa Mutreja, who's the Executive Director at Vinti Organics, joins us on the show right now. Good to have you on the show, Vinti. Just to take that point forward that Vinay was highlighting, you have an important chemical, which is ATBS, servicing the shale gas industry in the U.S. Have you seen a pickup in the business out there, which will translate into potentially higher revenues as well as profits for you?
Yes, we see the demand for a product, ATBS, is quite strong. Globally, it has been growing at about 15 to 20% per annum. We cater to almost 33% of the demand worldwide. Now, let me clarify that shale gas is just one of its uses. About 20% of its application goes into oil recovery and shale gas, whereas the other applications are water treatment, cosmetics, personal care industry, etc. So we are quite bullish on this monomer. We have in fact recently doubled our capacity of ATBS, from more than doubled, from 12,000 to 26,000 tons, and our sales of ATBS are growing at about 30% per year on year.
So what about the other products? You know, ATBS is a big part of, forms almost 40% of your revenues. So for the balance 60%, which are the products that are there, and you know, what kind of growth trajectory or capacity expansion are you envisaging at this point of time?
Sure. One of our other key products is IBB, isobutyl benzene, which is the key ingredient for ibuprofen. That also accounts for about 40% of our revenues. That surprisingly has also been growing at 5 to 10% per annum for us. I guess ibuprofen being a safe drug, demand for that is picking up mainly from third world countries. Now, the rest of the revenues are coming from products such as isobutylene, which is used in the agrochemical industry, as well as certain other specialty chemicals such as high purity MTBE, TBA, DAM, etc., methanol, and so on and so forth.
Right. Could you give us an outlook on your overall margin picture, and whether you're going to be looking at improving realizations, especially for ATBS, given that there's going to be much demand coming in, and also some more details on whether inquiries for this product have increased purely from a perspective of its usage in shale gas?
Sure. Our EBITDA margins are somewhere around 20 to 22%, and we expect to maintain that. We don't see much volatility in our profitability margins because of the way our contracts are structured. We have a pass-through clause. So even though the ATBS demand is increasing, we expect to maintain EBITDA margins north of 20%. We do see more inquiries coming in because we have doubled capacity, but not necessarily from the shale gas or oil industry. It is also from other industries, like I mentioned before, such as personal care and water treatment.
See, since 80% of your revenues comes in from exports, you also have a huge currency risk. So, how exactly are you hedged, and in terms of, because in your results, obviously there's an MTM that always comes in. So what kind of debt do you have on your books, and how are you hedging yourself against the currency?
See, we have a sort of a natural hedge, because even though we have 80% exports, our raw materials are also priced on import parity. And then whatever is the surplus of exports versus the imports, we hedge it based on the short-term loan repayable in the given year. So our long-term debt is outstanding in dollars. So that is why we have to take a mark-to-market loss every time the rupee depreciates, which we've already accounted for, taking a conservative approach. So in the future, this is going to only impact us positively, as it will positively impact our realizations of the product.
Okay, let's talk about numbers. And Edelweiss in its report on Vinti has highlighted that your adjusted net profit for FY14 will be about 90 crores. For FY15 would be about 104 crores. Valuing your business roughly at about 4.5 times. Between 3.5 to 4.5 times over the next 2 years. Are these numbers fair?
Well, what I can say is that we are looking at sales growth of 20 to 25% in the coming 3 years. And having said that, we should maintain our EBITDA margins at 22%, and PAT margins somewhere around 12%.
What kind of are you looking at any kind of acquisition in this space, since you're saying that there is potential growth? So any overseas companies or something in India that you would probably look at currently?
No, no, unfortunately, in India, no other company is manufacturing ATBS per se, and we have very little competition even for our other products. We do have good amount of cash generation, so we are looking at acquisition opportunities, but it will be mainly in terms of other specialty chemicals.